tuned for The Filmmakers Show right here on Madhousetv.com.
Watch Legal Straight Talk right here on Long Island Public Access, Channel 20.
Why are you playing with your toys?
I watched Madhouse TV.
Rolling and action.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Filmmaker Show tonight, and we got a great show for you.
We certainly do.
That's right, we do. You read your lines properly. I like that. Before we begin, quick shout out to Stephanie, all the way out in California. Stephanie McDonald, thank you for friending us and being our fan. I also want to just tell everybody that we did see the funeral of Frank, and we want to let you know that the family sends many, many thanks to the many viewers who watched Madhouse TV and saw Frank Prince on the show. And we at Madhouse, of course, are sad about that. We wish you well, Frank. Anyway, let's get right to business here. So we have amazing actors and actresses tonight, and they are in nothing smaller than things like Vinyl and Mysteries of Laura and Honor and Alto. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Lou Martini Jr. and Tony D'Antonio. I said that correct, right?
Just D'Antonio.
D'Antonio.
Yeah, I think you put an extra D in there.
No, a lot of people do that, though, because of the apostrophe.
Well, there you go. Well, the Italians are on the set. Here we
There
go.
you
We are.
We're in the house.
Now, wait.
I'm a minority.
You are. But
Get out.
before we begin, you just gave me a piece of trivia. I don't know how many people know this, but go ahead. What actor was both in The Sopranos and The Godfathers?
Now that was in, but had speaking parts, obviously, because there was
it had
one
speaking
gentleman
parts.
who actually has passed away now, a very nice man, that was actually did background work in The Godfather and on The Sopranos. But I'm the only actor.
Wow.
My publicist came up with this a few weeks ago. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to have speaking parts in The Godfather and on The Sopranos. So have a round of applause for me. That's pretty cool.
My partner is super humble.
I was
just
9
in
years
case
old
you
when I
wonder.
shot it, because I shot the movie in 1970, obviously. When we
Wait, I thought you were two.
So.
Oh,
I thought you were
okay.
two.
Yeah, no, I was a newborn. Yeah, no, I'm 55 and I'm proud of it. It's all
There you
good.
go.
You know what?
Own it.
I'm 36. I'm proud of it.
Michelle's 16, so you're breaking the law.
Proud of it, yeah.
Obviously.
Breaking a law.
Yeah.
But welcome to Madhouse TV, and we've got a lot
you
to
for having
show
us.
people. You're very welcome.
Thank you, yes.
I got to tell you, I'm humbled in your thing, and I'm blown away that you were in the same day we shot Vinyl, because there you are, and I'm going,
It's crazy.
he's good, that guy back
See that?
Thank you. We didn't put this together until we spoke on the phone the other day. We've actually crossed paths a few times without knowing
Without even
that we've
realizing
crossed
it.
paths.
He was watching that trailer
And
that
I
you
go,
had sent
"Oh
us.
my God."
And all of a sudden he starts screaming
He's like,
from
"I
the
know
other
him."
end of the house. I'm like, what's on fire? And he's like, no, no, no.
You know what's
Yeah.
surprising, though, is the
Lou
industry
is in the
itself is
same
much
scene.
smaller than people think.
The industry
is very small. It really is.
Everybody gets to know everybody, and you
For
all
sure,
meet each
especially
other.
in New York, because there's only a certain amount of shows, there's only a certain amount of films that come here,
Yeah,
and
but
everybody ends
New
up
York
working
is blowing
together.
away California at this point. The amount of movies and TVs.
I think I just read the other day, I think there's 36 television shows being shot in New
Yeah,
York
it's the
right
highest
now,
it's been in a really long
Wow.
time.
which is great for us.
And the tax
Really
credit
good.
came around at a nice number, too, so that's inviting
awesome.
people to come and film here again and get them back away from Canada to come back to New
Come
York,
back.
which is nice.
come back.
No, it's great.
Great.
It's really exciting for producers like us.
You know what I love about being excited? I love this alto poster, and what I really want to
It's fun,
see
right?
and show everybody is a trailer that I really love.
It's great.
So let's go into that trailer right out of the gate, and we'll be
That's
right
great.
back. So here's the trailer for Alto.
Notice anything strange about Frankie?
Yeah, everything. Like the fact that she's obsessed with Italian culture, or she has uneven nails, or that she prefers gelato over Ben and Jerry's. What?
No, I mean anything that I would consider strange.
That's not strange.
This girl's gonna make such a good Italian wife. Oh, down here.
Oh, Nicolette.
And while she's baking the bread. Hey, Nikki. How about your friend?
A hit? On who?
Your sister sounded pretty shaken up or excited. Her, it's hard to tell. What's going on? Anything happens to him, so help me.
Yeah, we'll make sure it don't.
You know who this girl is?
Should I?
What do you know?
All right, I get it. You don't like her.
I don't trust her. Lake's got nothing to do with it.
What is going on with you two?
Nicolette, I don't know. She's just my friend.
Frankie.
Frankie, are you really that blind? I'm in love with you.
Stop. You don't know yourself, Francesca.
Maybe not, but I'm trying.
I just think it's important, you know, family.
At least they're both Italian, right?
I don't suppose you want to share a slice?
Okay, are you gonna go grab her up, or are you gonna sit there and wet nurse your balls all
I might sit here and wet nurse my balls all day.
Yeah, you're on the clock.
Yeah,
Get up.
whatever.
What is it with this guy and lasagna? I say one frickin' time that I miss Mom's lasagna, and now I'm up to my ass in it.
Walk with me over water. We'll chase down the summer. Find the open road. Anyhow, nothing else seems to matter as long as we're together. Everywhere is home. Everywhere is home.
What I heard that
Look,
she's
I'm just saying, Gagoots. You keep an eye on her. Because she ain't right.
That was great.
Nice job, D'Antonio. Very nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Very
I might go
nice.
see that movie.
You too.
I might go see that movie.
So you produced it
I did.
and you acted in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lou has a
So-
major supporting role in it. Hilarious.
How
He's
did that
amazing.
connection happen?
Lou actually and I have been friends for probably almost 20 years, and I cast him in the film years ago when we were still in development. We were working on the script, and so he's been with this project since the very beginning. And so as we changed the script and sort of tweaked the characters and really fleshed out the story, he stayed with us and came to all the readings and played that character to within an inch of its life brilliantly. And so when it came time, to make the film, obviously it was Lou. And
Basically, they couldn't get Ray Liotta. So. They came
we
to me.
didn't
I
want
said,
Ray
yeah,
Liotta.
dude, yeah.
We wanted Lou
I've known him for
Martini
7
Jr.
years, yeah, but-
So we went into production in the end of '93, and by '94 we were ready to rock and roll through edits, and we ended up. I mean, it's like the little film that could. Lou knows he was there every day. We did it on like spit and a Band-Aid. It was insanely,
beautiful,
very,
though.
very unbelievably
when
shot
did it-
by Valentina Cornelia.
Wait a
was
second.
it
You
to-
said, wait, no, you're scaring me. 93, 94, you said. What?
I mean, not 93, 94.
It was like-
2000. Oh my goodness.
2013
and 2014.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. bleh. And
93,
so,
94.
and so
jeez.
then we did the
So it
festival.
started-
We did the festival circuit.
Okay.
Yeah, we did about 14 festivals. We won about 6 awards, and we were blessed and lucky enough to get picked up for distribution by Cinema Libra. And they've since released us on, I want to say, 7 digital platforms. We're on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play,
Yeah, I saw.
PlayStation, Vudu, for rental, for own DVD, and sales are great. The little film that
Doing
could
really,
is doing
really
really
well.
well.
Very proud of it.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
amazing.
really happy, and they're just getting back from Cannes now, so we'll see how foreign sales are heating up because all of our stars are doing so well. All
That's
of our stars
great.
are doing really
That's
well with their
awesome.
own TV shows and new movies coming out and stuff. And so it was an extremely long and arduous journey, but well worth it. And right now, believe it or not, as of today is the last day you can rent it for 99 cents on Amazon, which is
Wow.
crazy. We got picked to be part of this special.
Yeah.
They chose this group of films that they wanted to promote.
So what's it going up to?
Well, the normal price.
Which is what? Because I don't know.
It depends. It's whether it's rental or whether you're Prime on Amazon. So it depends. I think the rental rate is like I want to say $3.99, and the purchase rate is.
That's a steal.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, $3.99. That's great.
That's
okay,
good.
cool.
That's good.
So yeah.
So now you guys are now partners in projects.
So yeah, we joined forces now. It's been how long?
Probably 2 years now.
Yeah,
year
almost
and a
2
half.
years.
Year and a
Yeah.
half. What happened was when we worked together on Alto, I again saw her brilliance as just not. She's a brilliant actress and
Aw,
writer and
thank you.
entertainer and all that kind of
You're
stuff.
sweet.
But I had never seen her produce before. And I had a couple of projects in my backyard, and I've been looking to get behind the camera too, because you know, in this business, you got to kind of create your own work.
You really have
You
to
really
create
have to
a
create your own
world.
work.
Let
If you
alone
just
the
wait for your
work.
agents and managers to get your work, you're
Especially
starving.
if you want to create something new and
Sure.
tell great stories, because there's not a lot of new stuff coming out. They're recycling a lot of old stuff.
So I approached Tony. I says, "Look, Tony," I says, "I don't know if you'd be interested, but I got a script that I really, really love."
And I was
and
like, no, how
first thing she said
production?
was
My
like,
hair's
"Yeah,
on
I'm
fire.
too busy." And,
I couldn't do it.
but the real story is, you know, when a friend approaches a friend with something, you're just hoping that it doesn't stink. That you don't have to say, you know, I hate your script. I can't work with you.
Right.
But as long story short, you know, heavens came together. She loved my script.
I did.
And then I took it another step further. I says, "Hey, how about us partnering up because we get along so well. We're on the same page.
Always.
Value-wise, artistically.
Crazy.
And we just decided to become partners and just, you know, rule the world.
What's great is
from
you
now
have
on.
absolutely no competition to each other in the acting world.
You know.
So there
If
you
anything,
go.
we've been looking forward to acting together for years.
Which we're finally doing
Which
now.
we're finally doing in honor. We're going to play, well, husband and ex-wife. But still, we've wanted to work together for years. We've known each other's body of work and kind of respect each other, and
First
our work
time?
ethic is real
That's
similar.
good.
And so this is going to be really exciting.
Well, we have a new clip coming on called Johnny, and tell us about what we're about to see.
Well, this is actually the movie that we're working on now. We shot a trailer for investors and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
for some other A-list actors to look at to see what kind of we want to do with the script. And we'll show the clip. This is a clip from the sizzle reel that came out really, really well.
Yeah.
All right.
We're happy with it. And then Tony will tell you about
And, yeah,
Honor.
this is called Honor, and it's like a 1980s cop action drama about a dysfunctional, corrupt police family.
saw
and it's
that,
directed
yeah.
by Academy Award nominee and Emmy-winning director Joe Bologna.
Joe Bologna.
The
wow.
Joe Bologna, the icon, the Hollywood
That's
icon.
amazing.
So yeah.
Hey, Johnny, what's going on, baby? ¿Cómo estás tú, papi? Look at you. You looking sharp. Look at that.
What, I gotta make an appointment now? What the fuck?
Come on, you know we always see you on the sofa. Come on, papi.
Maybe it should have been me that night. No, not maybe. It should have.
Take a walk, Richie. Come on, man. Get off this thing. What the fuck, man?
You got fucking something on me? You got nothing. I will kill you.
Okay.
I will kill you.
Stop. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
What am I doing? What am I fucking doing? In this life, we all strive to do the right thing, to live our lives as honorable men. That kid is good. Who is that guy?
Man, oh
He's
man.
Who is that
intense.
guy? You gotta
And you should
cast
have seen him. Let me tell you, that was the end of a very long day, and that was
was.
one of his most emotional scenes. And he brought it like 3 times. We did 3 takes on that emotional stuff. He was so good.
That was pretty
Thank you.
good.
Thank
So
you.
proud of you.
So
you-
that's the project that we're working on now. Like I said, we've got Joe Bologna attached to direct. We're
Yeah.
talking to some A-list talent, some A-list investors,
for sure. Yeah.
and hoping to shoot in August here in New York.
Yeah.
So we got our
Nice.
fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. I was going to say
In New
that-
York.
What part of Brooklyn was that you shot in, or was that Manhattan?
That was there were down on Flatbush Ave. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know where the junction
know
is
the area,
at Flatbush Ave and
Yes.
Nostrand, which
Sure.
is, the junction. We shot behind this
Supermarket
huge
or something.
apartment building first. Remember in that parking
Yeah.
lot area where the
Yeah.
sewer was? Yeah, we were very lucky. There was a security guard that was guarding this one parking lot, and they allowed us to shoot there, and they gave us no problems. They actually kept a lookout for us so that, we could have a clear line of sight and no pedestrians going by when we were doing the chase scene.
Yeah,
we were very
guerrilled it.
lucky.
We guerrilled it.
Yeah, we
as they
guerrilled
say.
it. Wow.
Do you do a lot of the gorilla? Do you have to?
On the sizzle reel, we
On
did a lot.
trailers and sizzles, we
On
did.
Alto, no, she was.
No, I was legit.
Permits and legit.
Oh, yeah,
and
it was
everything was
totally
totally.
legit.
Yeah.
For sure. We went SAG with the actors.
Of course,
and, yeah, for
absolutely,
sure.
Yeah.
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 Which is
and
the
it-
mountain of paperwork we're experiencing right now, SAG. It's just never-ending.
It is
paperwork.
endless,
Oh,
but
my
I will
God.
say, being a SAG member myself,
Same
I
as
love
me.
my union, and they protect us, and it's really important for the actors to know that they can feel safe and trusted on set, and that we're not going to take advantage of them. So you got to go
Absolutely correct.
SAG.
You got to go
Sometimes,
SAG.
sometimes somebody who was here a couple of weeks ago said, "Why bother going SAG?" Because
There's
you
a
could
lot
get-
of reasons why you should.
I know. I agree.
And
with
it's mostly
that.
to protect
Yeah.
the talent. I mean, it really is, because the hours on work sets, as we know, I mean, they
God.
can take advantage and keep you there 16,
I
17
totally,
hours.
I totally agree. I was kind of surprised when they said, "Why go SAG?"
Because they don't know.
I mean, if you're shooting a sizzle reel like this we did for Honor, this was all favors, so we really didn't need to get permits and things like that because we had some friends.
Yeah.
Anthony Grasso that played my brother in the sizzle reel is fantastic, and some of our
saw.
other actors and stuff.
Yeah, this
so-
isn't for like major commercial
This is just to
consumption.
show
This is
investors.
just for
Right, for the
investors
investors or whatever.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's the protocol that people don't realize they got to do. There is a
Absolutely.
protocol to get where you got to go before your feature gets there. And I'll tell you
For
one more
sure.
thing, and I say this to so many filmmakers. You better know where you're getting your distribution early on, because otherwise you're making one big hell of a home movie, and no one's going to see it.
It helps.
It really, you got to know.
We make the trip to the American Film Market every
You have
year,
to. You
and
gotta
for our
do
TV
that.
projects, we go to NatB, we go to Real Screen.
Isn't that funny? I was just bringing that up.
We're
yesterday.
built, yeah.
Where's the American Film Market?
American Film Market happens in Santa Monica, California, usually around the first or second week of November every year.
Oh,
And
that's good.
it's just, the funny thing is that this year was the first year we noticed that there's a huge crossover between TV and film. A lot of the distribution companies are branching out to have a television arm, because unfortunately what we noticed and what we heard is that DVDs nowadays are going by the wayside. Everything is digital, everything is
streaming.
cable and TV
Yep.
platforms, with Roku and Apple TV and Chromecast. There's so many stations available, which is fantastic for independent filmmakers because there's so
Absolutely.
many platforms.
Right.
There's so many platforms for us. But the American Film Market is where you go to meet distributors to pitch your either finished or developmental projects.
Like NAPTI.
Exactly.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
NatB and Real Screen are solely
Sure.
TV. And AFM used to be solely feature film, but like I said, a lot of the distribution companies are branching out, and they have multiple arms now for both scripted and unscripted television, which again, for us, when we have a slate of projects for both
Sure.
film, TV, scripted and unscripted, it's a great venue for us to pitch all of our stuff. So when we went out there, what did you call us? I was the.
Oh, she did play-by-play and I did the color.
There
all
you
the
go.
interviews.
When we're in a room.
Yeah, yeah. 'cause
That's how we were.
She's very detail-oriented and things like that, and we'll talk crunchy numbers, things like that, and I'll just throw a quip in and get him to laugh. And
He's the zinger.
Have him like us,
He's
that
the,
kind
the
of thing.
side,
you know.
the side
You
humor.
sound very much like she and I, by
Yes.
the way.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's
That's
what you
always
gotta
how
do.
the team has to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
the way it
can't be
has to
exactly
work.
the same.
Yep.
Now,
He's the one who's throwing out the stuff, and I'm more the. This is
You pick your
press.
spots. You gotta pick your
you
spots.
got to
Now let
pick
me
your spot
ask
to make it work.
Exactly.
Now start interviewing us. Yes, it's the Tony
So
and
tell
Lou
me.
show. Now, I got to tell you this. This is a big surprise to me because speaking of long days, and you're right, they are 16 hours. Nobody gets this out of the area.
Yeah.
16 to 18 hours. And I think vinyl, except for the I can't think of the other one that I did in the subway with them, but vinyl was the second latest I ever got home in the morning. It was like 3:30. To get down, I got home at
What?
4:50. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Lord.
Long. But
crazy.
you were in vinyl, and I was amazed. I'm watching you, and I'm saying, geez, he's good. And I like that. And I'm kind of like watching, because I'm pushing these friggin' records in the thing, and
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
and waiting. It's like, camera, I'm right here.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And it was wonderful, okay? Ben was on the set, this wonderful guy, Ben, and he was the first AD, I believe. And all I kept thinking is like, well, I hear this guy screaming. And so I guess what we should do is watch vinyl, but you guys should know
Oh, you got a clip from vinyl?
I
Okay,
got
then
it.
I'll tell you about it. Okay.
I got a clip from vinyl.
Nice.
And I want to show it because it's a scene after mine.
Okay, there you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
See, small world.
Small.
This is one of mine.
Pink Floyd. Capital, just released.
How come I never walk in here and find you playing my shit?
I got a Puerto Rican chick for questions like that. But she's got tits like helium balloons, so from her I'm willing to take it.
I need you to hold off on the extracurricular Donny Osmond run.
The Fugazis?
Yeah.
I pressed them Friday. We're very efficient.
Well, sit on them a couple of weeks.
The trucks went out this morning. It's already at the goodie stores.
What the fuck? I asked you to run something. I normally got to stand here threatening to piss in your face before it gets done.
I quit drinking. I had a heart scare. 3 nights in the hospital. Turns out I can get a lot done in a day.
Mario, do you have any fucking idea what you just did?
I am feeling better. Thank you very much.
They're auditing my company. I can't have 10,000 fake Donny Osmond returns showing up. Right? It'll be more than we pressed in the first place.
So next time, do the math before you order an illegal run.
Hey, I paid for that run. I can't sell it.
I feel terrible for you. Now, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. You made this bed, not me.
You're a moaning asshole.
My blood pressure was 180 over 90.
Rock star.
Nice, man, nice. Now, you know, you just brought this up off camera, how much hours we put into that, and they were making so many records before you got on the set.
Because we shot in an actual record pressing plant
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
Wow, that's
And they were
crazy.
having, if you remember, they were having problems with the machines. They were
I
pressing
did.
records, and I think that's part of the reason that it took. That was a
Oh
long
my
day.
God, so many.
I'm
And
not
they had-
complaining. I'm blessed. I got a recurring role on it. I'll be on next year as Mario Tempera, as you saw. So I'm blessed.
That's a
Hey.
wonderful thing.
Yeah, wonderful show.
You know, but in itself, I haven't seen, because I don't have HBO. And the truth is, I never really watch a lot of
You'd be
TV.
surprised. A lot of people don't. You'd be surprised when people think I'm on
Well,
HBO.
what we were
It's-
just talking about with
It's only
the,
14
with
million
the Apple
people.
TV and Roku and
Right,
Chromecast,
right.
like it's sometimes you don't want to pay that extra
Yeah.
premium price for the cable
We
because
never
you-
watch TV.
Oh, well,
Sopranos in its heyday, 14 million viewers, which
Yes.
is nothing.
Imagine that.
Which is
and
nothing.
that,
It's
that doesn't
nothing.
happen a lot anymore.
Because we had Donnie Most on last year. Do you know how many people used to
Happy
watch
Days.
Happy Days?
Oh.
32
We
million.
just talked about that the other day. Me
He was
and my
just-
husband. That Tuesday night lineup.
Network.
Happy Days,
Right,
Laverne and
Laverne and
Shirley,
Shirley.
Three's Company.
That's
Right, right.
Oh God, we just figured out what the other show was. Soap. It's crazy.
I never liked.
Everybody watched.
Yeah,
Right.
network is
Yeah,
still
but like-
bigger. Network TV is still bigger.
Listen, you getting on
numbers-wise.
network like you did Family, or almost did the Family.
Yeah.
And that's nice money, you know?
Yeah, no, I've done Blacklist, Mysteries of
Were you
Laura,
in
Blue
Blacklist
Bloods.
Down in the down in the piers?
No, when I shot
Okay.
Blacklist, we were shooting somewhere in Queens at a bank.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guess what? It's time that I say thank you to 4 wonderful people here. But before I say thank you to 4 wonderful people, Vicky, Tom, Janine, and Tommy, for making Madhouse TV come through, I want to point out to you folks that we'll be on. Stick around. There's another show with Lou and Tony.
We're
right
doing
after
this again?
We
All right.
You get to use different words.
That's
It's a
fantastic.
twofer.
That's fantastic.
And I also want to point out to the viewers, because we've gotten a few phone calls at this point, Alana's show couldn't come on through technical difficulties. Apparently out west, there was a major rain thing, and internet was down, and loading that was a problem. Next week, you'll see the premiere of Alana's show. So don't worry, you will see it. Jeff Bentley was her star. And
Sorry, Alana and Jeff. My apologies.
And with that, thank you, Vicky, Tommy, Janine, and Tom. Without you guys, we would not have Madhouse TV. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Dang.
Stay tuned for the Filmmakers Show right here on Madhousetv.com.
Watch Legal Straight Talk right here on Long Island Public Access, Channel 20.
Why are you playing with your toys?
I watched Madhouse TV.
Rolling and action.
Hi, I'm Jerry Parisi. Welcome to the Filmmaker Show. And look, you're back.
I'm back.
And we're back with our wonderful guest.
Deja vu.
It was deja.
That's cute.
Hi again.
Oh, you want to wave to the camera now? Lou Martini Jr. and Tony
D'Antonio.
D'Antonio.
No, I didn't want to say two D's like I did in the first show. D'Antonio.
D'Antonio.
And what are you, Jewish? No.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. A little Irish, too, yeah.
Sephardic, actually.
Sephardic, right.
So I want to say that you were on Mysteries of Laura.
I was.
And you guys are like on all of the things that everybody watches. And I love that.
We're blessed. We're blessed.
And she does voiceovers.
And you do
I do.
voiceovers.
Oh, she's
us
the
about
voiceover
it.
queen. She's
Oh,
got,
wow.
I don't know, 18 and 19 spots running now.
That's-
She's the
tell us-
voiceover queen.
Such an exaggeration. You're such
Really?
an actor.
All right, 11.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really
gonna go
lucky.
with what Lou says because I'm on that side with Lou.
I'm super lucky. I got into this voiceover world. I started kind of late in life and ended up with a great set of agents, Atlas Talent.
Wait, you're 16 years old. Go
I
on.
love you. And so they sort of sent me down this great road of doing some national spots for a lot of pharmaceuticals. I'm like called the fair balance. I'm a pharma girl. So I'm that voice that you hear that says side effects may include. I don't even want to go into the side effects because they're so crazy. I'm like, who would take these drugs? But they're all good. They're all good. They pay me very well to do that. And so I've been the voice of Crestor. I'm currently one of the voices for Humira. I'm one of the voices for Fidelity. I have a bunch of radio spots running for like Kayak, Cumberland Farms, Citizens Bank, Publix Markets. I'm super blessed and lucky to have a great career in voiceovers.
Wow. Hey, audience, how
great.
jealous of her are you guys?
She does it all. That's why I approached her and asked her about a partnership. I'm no dummy.
You're not a dummy.
A quick little story is when I first booked one of my Crestor commercials, my mom saw the commercial and she called me and she was like, honey, I'm so sorry. They replaced you. And I was like, well, what do you mean they replaced me? And she was like, no, I heard the commercial. It's not your voice. And I was like, no, Mommy, that's me. And she was like, no, it's not. Because, like, you hear me now, especially I'm from Rhode Island. When I'm home, I'm talking to my mother, my father, I'm driving my car. And all of a sudden, you get me in the booth, and I'm like, side effects may include if you're nursing or pregnant. And she's like, no, that's not you. I'm like, no, that's me.
I got side effects include death.
Yeah.
Running nose.
Exactly. Lots. But you got to let the people know.
But listen, we've got another one of those great trailers. It's called Honor. And a little bit about that before we go into it.
Well, this is the film. This is where the partnership came in. This is the script I approached Tony with about 1.5 years ago.
She's so animated.
Yeah,
I
she
love
is.
her.
Yeah, she is. She's looking for a fresh one, as they say in the movies. But this is the script I approached Tony with, and I wrote it with Dave Jogg and Rich Wetzel, two fantastic police officers.
Yeah.
God bless their. Dave is retired now. Rich is still on the job, keeping the city safe. We got together, wrote this pilot for a television show originally. It became a screenplay. I showed it to Tony. We all said, let's make a movie, and we shot a sizzle reel for it.
Yep.
And that's what we're going to show now, right? It's a sizzle reel?
That's what we're seeing. So
Let's see the sizzle. Let's see how we did.
Here we go.
Roll that
Honor,
bean footage.
the sizzle reel.
Showtime. They say everybody has a secret in life, right? Well, first of all, who exactly are they, and why the hell are they talking about me? Hell, I should know. After all, my last name is Nescandati. In Italian, Nescandati means secret, or one who has secrets. Yeah, do I have one hell of a secret, too. Just so happens mine is eating my guts out every damn day.
And she keeps coming home later and later every single night, and I'm not gonna have her disobeying me and my rules while she's living under my roof. Hey, you forgot something. Run out the door like you do always, okay? But when Tina turns out to be exactly like you,
She
what
will
are you
never
gonna
be like me. You understand that? She is better than me.
You know what? Just be a father to her. For once in your life, that's all I'm asking. She deserves that.
The family name, huh? Maybe the most honored name in the history of the New York City Police Department. My father, Jack, and my little brother, Tommy, well, their trophy cases are filled with all kinds of commendations, medals, ribbons, and whatever award the city could come up with.
What's going on? What's the matter?
I need a place to stay. Just, I mean, it could be a while.
What happened? Lisa throw you out?
No, nothing like that.
Hey, I had my fair share of them too when I was starting out. I got my gold shield faster than anybody in the history of my precinct. But I had to. I was Jack Nascandari's kid, a chip off the old block. Every time you lie to me, you're gonna get hurt.
I'm not lying!
You selling the kids out here?
No!
You know a girl named Tina?
No, Tina, man.
Now it's just about getting through one lousy day after another, especially without my partner.
Yeah, because it was always a bunch of garbage. Your job, your bad asshole boss, fucking things with Sam always happen.
Oh, Sam is dead. I didn't come over here to talk about Sam, okay? I came to talk about Tina. Just about getting home in one piece. Not that there's anybody to come home to anymore. I blew that up a long time ago.
Look who showed up! Super Cop! Hey!
Yeah, I'm drunk. What were you out keeping the city safe as usual? You were taking care of something. You know what? He's always taking care of something. Just like the night Mommy died, Super Cop.
Hey. Cut it out! Cut it out! Both of you! Cut it out! For Christ's sake, your mother's probably rolling over in her grave.
Stayed out late?
Okay, yes,
There
maybe.
you go.
Okay, I came home late and Mom freaked out like I was in a gang or something.
All right, look, I know your mother's a smotherer, okay? She smothered me for 15 years, all right? But you gotta abide by her rules, you understand? I love you. Flacco, you know what this is? Do not disappear on me, you understand me?
Hey, Johnny, what's going on, baby? ¿Cómo estás tú, papi? Look at you. You looking shy. Look at that.
What, I gotta make an appointment now? What the fuck?
Come on, you know we're always here on the sofa. Come on, papi.
Maybe it should have been me that night. No, not maybe. It should have.
Take a walk, Richie!
Come on, man. Get off this thing. What the fuck, man?
You got fucking something on me? You got nothing. I will kill you.
Okay.
I will kill you.
Maybe I'm not the brother you thought I was. I can't go back to Lisa. Or any woman for that matter.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you gotta get the fuck out of here. It don't matter right now. I got this. I love you.
I love you too.
Stop. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
What am I doing? What am I fucking doing? In this life, we all strive to do the right thing, to live our lives as honorable men. It should have been me that night. Wow, I'd go see that movie too. That's 2 for 2. Alto and Honor, 2 for 2. I'd go see
like a double feature one day. We'll watch them together. We'll bring
We
a lot
hope
of
so.
popcorn.
We hope so.
absolutely.
For sure.
So you have the sizzle reel done.
Yes.
And the movie, or?
Well, we are in the process of casting right now. We just got our SAG signatory paperwork done, and we're SAG signatory now, and we're looking to shoot hopefully in late July or August of this year. We're being directed by Academy Award nominee and Emmy-winning actor. You know him, Joe Bologna, an icon.
Lovers and Other Strangers, he was nominated for.
Yeah, he's pretty terrific, and so he's going to be
Renee
directing
Taylor
us.
is his wife
Yep.
from The Nanny and all those other
And we have
projects.
some offers out to some A-list people for some good roles, and so we'll hopefully come up with a really good film.
That looks interesting.
And we have a much bigger budget than Alto, which we're super excited about. So,
that's wonderful.
yeah, I mean,
That's
Alto, as I mentioned, was made on like spit and a
This was like
Band-Aid.
$11, and we want to get at least 14 for Honor. 14, 15 bucks.
Really? You're going right to 15.
So, yeah.
I mean, I've been friends with the writer-director, Mickey Delmonico, for a long time, and we worked on this for a long time. Lou's been a part of that one since the very beginning.
First reading.
And it was years before that one came
really
out. This
like
one's going much faster. Honor's going much faster, thank goodness.
Thank God. So
Yeah.
you didn't have any clips from Mysteries of Laura. I take it we didn't get those.
I did not, unfortunately. I had my whole reel on my website, and I didn't break it down to have that one clip ready, and so.
Well, you guys will be back for sure.
Oops.
That's for sure.
You'll have us back after this? You sure?
Absolutely.
All right, okay.
Well, I hope
You
so.
played us well. It was
Okay,
nice.
all
you know.
right.
Well, because we're going to have to talk about some of our TV stuff next
We've got,
time.
we've got so many things
Yeah.
on the back
But you
burner,
know
which
what
is
we were
great.
just saying before, and a lot of people watch this and they don't understand the time involved. Some things like these independents can take 5, 7.
Absolutely.
I think we
For sure.
just did something with Ari Taub, and his what, like
8 years?
8 or 9 years.
79 parts.
This was
That's
about-
79 parts. That's right.
Yeah, this one was
Right,
about
right.
7.
Parts.
This was
Alto
7.
was about 7, and you started writing Honor when? 3 or 4 years ago?
5 years ago.
5
easily.
years ago.
As a
When you
matter of
started
fact,
writing it.
And one of our producing partners, Carmine Familietti, who was a producer on the Sizzle Reel, we did a movie called Pounds. It was literally 10 years to the day from table read to it being released in the theaters.
Yep.
Wow.
10 years to the day.
Yeah, great movie, too.
Now, how do
Yeah.
you guys, and I asked Ari this, but might as well ask it, how do you guys keep within that same feel and look? I mean, hair changes, you know, one day you're in especially right now, they're looking for strange, crazy things casting is. One day you're in the 40s, the next day you're in your 70s, the next day you're just somebody else, and then you're back to the 40s again.
I mean, Tony will speak more to that than I will, but it's just you have to do it. If it has to be done, it has to
I
be
mean,
done.
yeah,
I mean,
we're
you make it work.
actors, and you make it work. I mean, we had to actually go back in to shoot. You know, it happens a lot in independent film when you're doing run and gun.
Sure.
You know, you go back and you get your footage and you start to edit, and then you go, okay, where's the scene that we were supposed to? And we're like, oh crap, we don't have that scene. We
Right.
missed it. We missed an angle. We missed a shot, something. So we needed to go back in. We went back in so far after the fact. Our lead actress, Diana DeGarmo, God love her, she's lovely and wonderful, but she went on tour right after we finished the film. She went on tour for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, chopped off all her hair.
Oh.
So when we had to wait for her to come off tour to reshoot, and we had to send her for hair extensions and the whole 9 yards, but we made it work. And you would never know the scenes that are different from when she,
Happens
and
all
you make
the time.
it and you make it work.
Happens
you just
all the
do.
time in independent
You know, I
films.
mean, it does hurt when children age if you have to. You know,
Sure.
that's a problem. So you need to be really careful with shooting the children and make sure you get their coverage because you can't bring them back in. They change so much. But
Yeah.
we're actors. We're chameleons.
That's exactly.
That's what
a
we're
great way
supposed
of
to
looking at
do.
it.
Yeah,
Chameleons, you're supposed to be doing
we're
anything.
paid to do that, and that's what we work on our craft to make sure we can snap back into that character at any time. And a look is just aesthetics.
It's true.
That can change.
So, Lou, you've been doing this so long, and of course you have too. And the reality
a little
is,
bit longer.
people, all right, a little longer. Remember, you're only 16.
I'm old.
Shut up.
What kind of advice, and I get this all the time, but you could probably answer it even better than I could. What advice do you give people to get started and rolling? Because a lot of people get this idea that it's going to be an instant thing. It makes me laugh. I say, oh, I could join the Screen Actors Guild. I'll just do like a website. Yeah, go do your thing. Well, what would you give advice?
I give this advice all the time, whether it be a young actor, a young writer, a young producer, young director. Decide what you want to do first of all. If there's anything else in life you want to do other than show business, then do it. Because it is a really, really, really difficult career choice. But once you do choose, if you're an actor, you go out there and you act every day. I don't care if it's in a student film. I don't care if it's in a director's spec reel. You act every day. If you're not studying acting, you're reading acting. You're breathing acting. Same thing with director. If you don't have anything to direct, get a couple of friends together and throw something together that you're directing. Create. Whatever you're doing, you do it. And you just keep doing it, and you keep throwing stuff against the wall. And somebody, someday, is going to see your work and give you a job. And that's how you do it. There's no formula, there's no rhyme or reason, but you keep doing it until somebody sees your work and they say, I'm hiring that guy to direct my next movie. Or I'm hiring that actor to play that part in my
I have a little bit more of a philosophical thought process to go. Yeah, seriously. And this is what I always tell young actors if I go speak
I'm
at
more
schools
meat
or
potato,
anything.
she's more
Yeah.
philosophical.
No, but this is the truth. I really do believe that you absolutely still need to do all that stuff, yes, but you need to remain present in your real life. Because what a lot of people do is they get so caught up in this, they don't remember that this is what we do. It's not who we are. And you have to feed your vessel. And the only way you'll have stuff to draw on, whether you're a director, a writer, an actor, a singer, a dancer, you need to have life experience to draw on and put it in your little arsenal of tools, or you won't have anything to utilize to showcase and create. So you have to be present in your own life and understand that this is what we do, and it's not who we are, but you still need to take it seriously enough to make sure that you're doing the work to get there.
And you know what? You just brought
That's how you keep your sanity, too.
Absolutely.
It's not losing your sense of who you are.
To be grounded.
To be grounded,
otherwise you'll go
exactly.
crazy.
What did Casey Kasem say? Keep reaching for the stars and keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars.
Absolutely, for sure.
But the reality is, you have to keep grounded because you got to eat, and you got to juggle, and that's an important thing that people don't get.
Absolutely.
They don't understand that you got to do something to feed this machinery to
Absolutely.
go off on those limbs.
For sure.
And I don't think people realize when you're lucky to have somebody to ground you in your life. Those grounding people don't realize, because they're holding, let's say, the bottom of a tree, holding you down, how many limbs and how deep you got to go to really get there. And you're really holding someone's life in your hand because one slip, you're going to come flying down.
Yeah.
And they got to be there.
Thank God our partners are fantastically.
You need good partners.
Thank
People
you.
you can trust.
Yep.
Because you can't trust your partners, there's going to be a big problem down the road.
Shout out to Lizzie and Johnny D.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
And no
That's
matter
right.
how sometimes things may go, a few months without a job, whatever, I never have to worry about my partner saying, you know what, go get a bartender's job or go do this on the side. Or whatever. Like, she's always been with me, and I love her for that. If you're watching, I don't know, 'cause are we streaming live?
We are
too?
streaming live.
Wow, we're live.
From Madhouse TV.
But yeah, a support system,
That's a good
strong
voiceover
support
voice.
system.
Yes.
We have them too, you know.
But a strong support system, whether it
Of
be your
course.
parents,
Gotta.
your family, your
Friends,
spouse.
extended family,
Very
absolutely,
important.
for
Very
sure.
Now, how do you guys deal? I just learned to push them away, but how do you deal with the naysayers and the haters and the jealous people that are you can't do that. You're not going to be that. You're not going to get it.
I call those the crazy makers.
You don't listen.
The crazy makers.
Those are the crazy makers because they try to make you crazy.
You don't listen.
And you just have to turn a blind eye and just know that it's coming from a place that has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. It has to do with their own negativity, their own insecurities, and it's that transference that they're trying to place it on you. So you just got to take it with a grain of salt and be like, oh.
When I got on The Sopranos, and Tony knows this story, I booked a big job, a nice recurring role in The Sopranos that I did the last 2 years. And it got back to me that somebody had mentioned, there's a couple of guys together at a commercial audition. They're like, hey, did you hear the good news? Lou got on The Sopranos. Wow, that's great, that's great. One guy says, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. He's only got 5 episodes. I mean, what do you say to that? You know, you don't listen. You just don't listen to it.
No.
You just let it go, and it's their issues and their deals.
That's
you do your work.
That's that big green monster
you
in
just
that
do your
man.
work.
If I was in 5
'Cause you hear it
episodes
all
and
the time,
someone
Michelle.
said that, it'd be like, well, you're just a jerk.
Yeah.
You want to be on the 5 episodes.
You got some mad squabbles. Thanks so much for playing.
Yeah.
What I wanted to know is what made you guys choose this path of acting?
That's a good question.
I've been kind of a performer since I was really little. my mom told me a story that when I was 7 years old, she heard voices coming from the den. And she didn't remember any friends being over. And she was confused because they were all different voices. And so when she peeked in the room, I had my little tape recorder. Yes, I had a tape recorder. That's how old I am. So I had my little tape recorder in the middle of the room, and I was doing a talk show. And I was the host, but I was also all of the guests. And I was getting up and moving my position around the tape recorder to be the Southern guest, to be the British guest, to be the man, to be, I just was all, and she just was like, oh my God, I think we have a little actress on our hands.
Can't you do a British voice for us on that? I'd like to hear that.
British? Well, of
Little
course.
British, a
Well,
little.
it depends. This is formal. It
It's
depends
very
on what you
formal,
like.
isn't it, Dale? It's like a spot of tea.
And I was
Exactly.
born into it. I was born into it.
Yeah.
My father
Little
was a well-known
That's
character
right.
actor back in the up until 1971
The
when he passed
vaudeville
away.
days.
Yeah, he, worked with the greats Eddie Cantor and all people like that. And so when I was young, I did a lot of work when I was young. Like I said, The Godfather was one of the things, one of my first projects. Worked with Mary Tyler Moore in a movie called What's So Bad About Feeling Good in 1968.
Wow.
I was a child actor. Unfortunately, my father passed away in 71. My mom did the right thing and pulled me out of the business because she was a single mom and she had to work and support me. There's no way she's going to be taking me to
Wanted you
auditions
to be
and things like
have
that.
a little bit
and
of
have a normal
normalcy.
life.
Exactly.
So when I got back to college, I decided to pick up the acting thing again in college, and I got the bug, like you got the bug, you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I want to do this again. So I went out of college, came back to New York, and just started acting again. But it's always been in my blood. That's my whole father's side of the family.
When you
Actors,
worked
singers.
on the Godfather, what was the scene?
The scene was, remember where James Caan is taking the bridesmaid upstairs in the wedding to go fool around?
Yes.
And two
Great
little boys run into the house, and we're like, ee, and we run into the kitchen, run around the wedding
I
cake.
do remember that.
The first kid is me. How about that?
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, it's one of my early acting
That's awesome.
jobs.
That is awesome.
great.
I remember that scene thinking, oh, that's good.
That's terrific.
Now, was that his cousin in that scene? I think it was his cousin, right?
Oh, in the storyline?
Yeah.
The woman?
know.
I don't know. Good question.
That's a good trivia
Somebody
question.
Google that.
I
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead, Google it right us.
Yeah.
No, I want to remember, and I could be wrong, maybe it's my own fetishes in my head, who knows? I want to remember that girl that was being banged against the door was his cousin.
I think you're right, Jerry.
And I thought, wow, that's kind of cool. And I looked over at my cousin, she's like, get away from me.
Don't even think about it.
That's only be Barbara because all your other cousins are.
That's crazy.
Oh, man, right, yeah, that's true.
But Marlon Brando was fantastic to me. I remember him playing with me as a kid and stuff. And Robert Duvall was really fantastic.
Oh, Duvall.
It was
I
great
love
to be
him.
around
Great
those people at an
memories.
early
That's
age.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Wonderful memories.
Did you get a chance to ever work with Robert Downey Jr. yet?
No, not Robert Downey Jr., no.
That's one of my, I want to do
That's one of your
someday.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your
And you know-
bucket list
and you know
of
who I love?
actors?
Yeah.
I only started loving female actors now, strangely enough. Margot
What does that
Brennan,
mean?
Because I loved Robert Downey Jr. If I had the choice between who I'd want to meet,
Okay.
and who, it would be Downey
All right.
over any other girl.
Yeah.
And he's not a girl, of course, but
Yeah.
to watch him, it's like watching an acting lesson.
And who would have thought, you watch him on Saturday Night Live when he was absolutely awful and dreadful, and what he turned out to be in Chaplin. It's just an amazing
What a
See, and I've been a
journey.
fan of his since he was a teenager. I always thought he was something super special.
But sketch comedy was not his deal.
Well,
You
it's
watch
not
his Saturday
everybody's.
Night
I
Live.
mean-
I liked him in Ally McBeal, and that's the first time I really saw him. I didn't see him on Saturday Night Live. But of course, now for the females, there are two. Sutton Foster of Younger, who I absolutely love her.
She's lovely.
Have you got a chance to work with her on it?
No, I haven't.
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay, so we'll get there.
Mhm.
Because I watch her, she's from Broadway, and she's like
Yes.
watching an acting lesson too. Just amazing. And of course, the family, and I keep tweeting her, would you like to come on my show? Margot Bingham. Because
Yeah, you love her.
She's the first one I really got to be exposed with the lines and the little kid and,
Yeah.
and the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
And I was heartbroken when it was like you, because you
I
auditioned for the family too.
I did audition for it, yeah.
And what was
I-
that part you were telling everybody?
It was just a female FBI playing aside Margot. But yeah, I didn't get it, but that's okay. There's others.
There'll be other parts.
There'll be other parts in our film coming up. Honor.
Yeah.
I got a great supporting role. I play a great role that my director wrote for me specifically. I play an FBI agent in Alto, which is nice.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Well,
like we said, create our own stuff.
And you know what? You got to do that. So A,
That's right.
create your own stuff. B, take Lou's advice. Acting, directing, do it. Take Tony's advice. Ignore when people tell you these things.
Yep.
Try to be union. That's your bigger work. Trust me.
Yeah, it is.
And then with that,
Mailbox money.
I want to just tell you, thank you guys for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you
Lou,
for having us.
Thanks for having us.
You
That's been
please,
great.
you got to be coming back. You got to give us an idea where things are going along.
We would love
Absolutely.
to.
Cast me in one of your movies.
We'd love to tell you about the
Like
TV
that,
stuff next
you
time.
know.
The B&B Diaries,
Do
Family
it.
Lot.
Do
We
it.
got lots of stuff to tell you about next time.
And from me at Madhouse TV, to Vicky Mealy, Tom Mealy, Janine Zerilli, and Tommy Marr. Thank you for having Madhouse TV. Guys, stick around at 7 o'clock. It's a date night with Connie and Chrissy. And quick reminder, next week Alana's show will be on the air. And one more shout out to little Stephanie out there, my fan from California. Thank you for taking the time to write. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. On behalf of Madhouse TV, we'll see you next week.
Are we on date night too or no?
Good night.